Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerisha. Yes, I'm streaming in several places. So this is a Wednesday, and what do we do Wednesday night at 8 p.m. A live Q&A for all of the peoples. Yes, so hi, Jerisha. Make sure you say hi, Jerisha. Let me know that you are present. And so I got to get Instagram in the building. Yes, we got TikTok in the building. Say hi, Jerusha. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi. Yes, hashtag to the pretty people. That's my organization. What that means is we crown our kings and queens over here. We celebrate, collaborate, and we're going to make those connections, honey. Yes. So the 4 C's, write that down. Crown, celebrate, collaborate, and make those connections, because that's what business is all about, is making great connections. And that's what makes you pretty. So if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. Say hi, Jerusha. Yes, all the newbies on Facebook. Let's get Instagram in the building. Say hi. Yes, gorgeous. Hello, pretty people. Every Wednesday night, make sure you put this on your calendar. 8 p.m. A quick, yes, Q&A for all my business owners, small businesses, network marketers, direct sellers, social marketers. You're my people. You're my people. And then, of course, I have to get my steps in. So I decided, because I started a 6-month run on TikTok, July 1st to December 31st, every single night, sharing actionable business tips, tools, hacks, marketing strategies, all the things to build a successful business that I've learned of over almost 2 decades. So I know a thing or two. And so I committed to TikTok. And so I wanted to make sure that I am present for all of you. So if you're not following me on TikTok, Facebook, you got to come over here, because we walk on the treadmill. We talk about collagen. Yes, we have a lot of fun over here on TikTok. So it's a little different. And so, yes, hey, Instagram in the building. Hey, Marge is in the building. Hello, gorgeous. So let me know where you're tuning in from. It's always good to know where your audience is. And so, because I like to see you. So we got New Jersey in the building. Let me know where you are tuning in from. That's always good. And then, of course, go ahead and tag your business bestie, especially if you're joining me for the first time. Tag 2 people, share the broadcast. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. And so I don't want to be the best kept secret. So yes, make sure you share the broadcast. So if you love great motivation, this is the page for you. If you love great inspiration, this is the page for you. And so I don't know what's kind of going on with my TikTok, but we're going to try to work it out. We're going to try to work it out. So we will still honor my business group over here, business tips, motivation, and inspiration. We'll make sure I answer your business question. I have 2 questions already. So if you're in the group, you get to ask any business question, and I will teach on that subject, or I will answer you privately. So if you're not in the group, feel free. You do have to answer the entry questions, and myself or my assistant will let you in the group. And so you do want to answer the questions, because I want to be able to answer all the things. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. And so if you are in a place and you just need a little bit coaching, you need just a little bit more guidance, you need a little bit more, right, support, then you want to make sure that you're in the business tips, motivation, and inspiration group, because I got you. I see you. I know what that feels like. Okay, Nashville, Arkansas in the building. I see you in the building. Yes, North Carolina in the building. Let me know. Tennessee in the building. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Can you believe it that we have the whole wide world in our hand on the cell phone, right? We can touch people all over the country just by pressing a button. And so there's no reason why. We can meet so many great people. We can build businesses. We can make connections. We can do all the things. And so if you have that smartphone, say Jerusha said, if I got a smartphone and I'm not making money from this phone, it's a dumb phone. So how many of you have smartphones? Yes or yes, you got a smartphone. Now, how many of you are making money from that smartphone? Yes or yes. If you are not, we need to talk. We need to change that. And so now is the time to do it. We have about 55 more days until 2024. And so we want to make sure you start now. Start where you stand. Do not start, January 1. January 1 starts today. Everything starts today. As soon as you decide and you act on it. So it's not just the decision. You got to make the decision and act on it. And so you can do that today. Your January 1 is right now. Yes. She said, yes, I'm ready right now. So I'm looking for the ready right now. So if you don't know, I'm Jerusha. My background, actually, I'm a motivational speaker and business coach. Number one job, I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats, hashtag double threats. And so my background is radio and television, loved the industry, hated the hours. After I had my son, and I decided I wanted to build a home-based business, and I was able to lay off my nice corporate job to work for myself at that time. And my why, of course, was my son. And now, obviously, it has changed. It has changed over the years. And so I built my initial business offline. During the pandemic, I started learning all of these strategies online. I partner and promoted myself to a social retail business where I do all things on social media. So if you are like, I need to be making money from social media because social media is using me and I'm not using it. So use the tool. Don't be a fool. And so I decided if I'm going to be on social media, I need to learn how to better use this tool. And so, yes, I partnered with a social retail business, and now I get to help more people. I get to make a bigger impact. And I'm currently just focused on developing 100 new business partners who are, I'm talking 100 families, 100 lives, helping them earn $100,000. I know it's big, right? Because I've trained thousands over the years, help people make extra money. If you want to make an extra $500, I see you. But I also want to make it known that it's possible to earn more. And so I'm looking for those people. Like, I want to be a part of the 100s. I want to be a part of the 100. So put 100 in the chat. So that's me, Jerusha. 100. And yes, the link is in the bio if you want to learn more about the 100s. And so I'm super excited that this is available for us. And so information is available for you. And so I'm going to get right into the questions because we only have 20, 30 minutes together. So make sure you're in the group because I like to answer your questions. And I know people message me, but you got to be in the group for me to answer your question. And I'll teach on that subject or I'll answer you privately. So please do me a favor. Follow instructions. A part of, growing a business is being coachable and trainable. So follow instructions. You got this. And so, yes, Michael is in the building. Good to see you. Now, there are several things that we can do to help you start growing your business in 2024. The number one thing is starting right now. I want to share with you basically 9, I would say not even 9, just a few social media strategies that you can implement immediately. Oh, and I want to walk on the treadmill because I have to get my steps in. So let me just tell you what this is all about so you will know. So first, everybody should be walking 7,000 to 10,000 steps every single day. And so once I got on this journey, I was like, all right, I'm going to take people with me to the top. And so we want to walk at least 7,000 to 10,000 steps. Obviously, you do more when you work outside of the home. If you work inside of the home, you have to do stuff like this. And so, yes, that's what we do. And I'm also in a water challenge. And so we're drinking 1 liter of water or more every single day. And so did you know water also promotes weight loss? And so if you are on a weight loss journey, you got to drink more water. And then the last thing is we take 2 spoonfuls of this liquid collagen. And so I have a favorite. I have 5 different formulas of this collagen. But let me tell you, I've fallen in love with Formula 5, what I call Formula 5, because it gives me energy, stamina, and mental focus. And so now I'm in love with Formula 5 of the collagen. And so you'll see me talking about it all of November. It's Black November, not Black Friday. And so, yes, I do have a deal for those of you that want to have more energy, you want more stamina, more mental focus. Yes, that's me. And on top of that, Formula 5 also promotes healthy tendons, yes, joints, muscles, ligaments. And so that's why I'm able to train a class and walk on an incline, right, at a good speed. And so without getting totally, exhausted. And so I understand. So put collagen if you're like, yes, I need more energy. That's me. And so I understand. So a couple things that we're going to do is strategies to help you beat your competition, which is yourself, in 2024. You do not have any other competition. You're the competition. What I can tell you is one of the things that I did when I came online was to be transparent. At first, I was recording speeches and things of that nature and motivational speeches. And then I decided I needed to go live. So write this down. A pretty person is putting this in the chat for me. You want to be transparent, okay? You also want to create a brand voice for yourself. That's number 2. And then I need you to focus on quality over quantity. It's so important that you understand, even though it's 4.8 billion people on social media, everybody's not your people. Everybody's not your people. And I thought everybody was my people. And so you want to make sure your audience knows, who you are, how you serve, what you do, and then you get started. So when I say being transparent, so the business question was, how much should you tell people on social media? Because this person said, Jerusha, I'm private. I want to go live. I want to make my page public, but how much should I share with people? Great question. A couple of things. So when I say transparent, I'm saying being transparent isn't about being the center of attention and only celebrating yourself. It's about being honest. Okay. It's about being straightforward. Hey, Facebook, Peaches in the building. It's about never hiding who you really are. In other words, if you've got a transparent personality, you aren't afraid to admit your mistakes. So just be yourself. There is no, one better than you to produce info about you. So be yourself. Everyone else is pretty much taken. Isn't that what they say? And so in terms of your question, how much, people can only know what you post. So I don't understand, and help me understand, if you have a business, but your page is private because you're saying you're a private person, well, how would I purchase from you? I don't know how I would see your lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, nail services. I don't know how I would purchase if your page is private. And so you can't say you want a big business, but you have select group of people that can actually purchase your product. Now, obviously, I don't suggest you put your personal business on social media unless you don't mind and you've healed from that place. So the difference is, if you are going through a situation, say you had a teenager and they went through a difficult time. And now your teenager is beautiful and wonderful right now. They're doing all the things right. That's something that you can share online and be transparent, because you can help another mom. Now, I would not speak from an open wound. So if you're still in it and it's still hurting and you haven't healed, that's not something that I would share publicly. I want you to be on the other side of it so you can give great advice of what to do. Is that helpful? Yes or yes? And so you determine how much you want the world to know about you. But I would tell you, you have a business, but your page is private. That tells me you don't want me to purchase. That tells me you don't want me to get to know you, because business is about people. It's about making relationships with people, connecting with people. But I'm not connecting with you because I've never seen your page. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? You'll notice the people you buy from are the people you see online all the time. You feel like you know these people. Like you might feel like, oh, I know her. She has 2 boys. She lives in Atlanta, because you see people over and over. And so you feel very comfortable. Write this down. Here's a business tip. People buy from whom they know, like, and trust. They know you from social media. They like you. They have similarities. They get you. And then they trust you. So when those things happen and you offer your product, your service, your opportunity, you are going to get more clients than somebody who has a private page. Right? Yes or yes? Does that make sense? All right. The other thing that I would suggest, is a great question. If you don't want to show your children on social media, don't. My boys don't like for me to post them on social media. So any chance that I get, I try to, but they don't like it. So if you have little children and you don't want them online for whatever reason, then I would not do it. But as it pertains to your business, you got to market and brand. If you're not marketing and branding, I can tell you your business isn't growing. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay, good. So if you start marketing and branding, your brand has to have a voice. Write this down. This is business tip number 2. So Coca-Cola has a brand, right? They have a brand voice that focuses on positivity and friendliness. And so when you see Coke on television, it say have a Coke and a smile. I worked in television and radio, and I worked in commercials. And so there are certain tones and voices to certain commercials. And so their marketing, Coca-Cola marketing is so good. At every function, there's Coca-Cola. At everything you can think of, you're going to have the Coke, because the Coke makes you feel like you're going to feel good. And so what is your brand's voice? So their marketing and messaging are full of examples of happy lives made better because you're drinking the Coke. And it also shows on commercials, they build strong relationships. That's what they're doing. And so that's why, you got to figure out what's your brand's voice. Like, everybody's not your people. If you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. And so when I come on, I'm like, hello, pretty people. I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to women similar to me, worked in corporate America, decided to build a home-based business. Yes, person who says, you know what? I know there's more. I'm bigger than that. You're my people. And according to my analytics, my people are between 30 and 50 years old. Those are people that work in corporate America that probably want to go from employee to entrepreneur. So I'm being pretty isn't facial, the way you look, being pretty on the inside. And so when I say that, it makes people smile. I go into Walmart, and somebody's like, you're the lady that says pretty people. I went to my mom's church in South Carolina, and the lady came up. She said, hello, pretty people. It's the brand's voice. And I say it every single time. So this way, it's pretty much ingrained in you. You're like, oh, yeah, that's that girl. Same thing with Coca-Cola. Same thing with Chick-fil-A. Same thing with any of these brands. And so you got to figure out, what is it that people remember you for? Okay? What do you want people to think of when they think of your brand? And how does your brand make people feel? Chick-fil-A make people feel good. It says eat more chicken, and the cows are saying eat more chicken. It's just like, oh, we're going to go eat Chick-fil-A. Now, when people see yours, what are they thinking? See, write this down. You're going to love this. Products are made in factories, but brands are created in the mind. Nike has a brand. What's the brand? Just do it. Right? That's created in your mind. So it's not just about the way it looks. You think Nikes make you run faster. You think Nikes make you jump higher. You think that because of the brand that they put out. So write that down. Thank you so much. A pretty person is putting that in the chat for me. She said, say it again. Products are made in factories, but brands are created in the mind. So make them remember you. Okay? You want to be memorable. Not just somebody who sells lotion, or somebody who sells candles, or somebody who sells t-shirts. Your brand is more than that. Yes or yes. Thank you for the heart and the love on TikTok. So I'm streaming in 5, 6, 7 places. We got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, my Facebook groups. So we're all over the place at one time. So I'm going to use this tool called social media. Okay. The average person spends 2 hours on social media. And so I might as well cover all my bases. And so, yes. So let's see. Next question. Did I answer your question? I hope so. Thank you, TikTok, showing me all the love. How many people should I reach out to about my product for Black Friday? Good question. How many people should I reach out to about my product for Black Friday? Now, I guess I got to ask you the money goal. So what's your money goal? So you got to kind of reverse engineer it. So I'm just going to say a number. Say you want to make $1,000, right? And your product costs $100, right? Now, we already know, based on sales, it's usually, if you're talking to 10 people you got 1 out of 2 people will purchase, right? So we already know, based on numbers, if you talk to 10 people about your product, your service, your opportunity, you got 1 or 2 people that'll probably purchase. So now you got to do the math. So how many people is that? Now, depending on the price of your product, depending on how many people you need to talk to. Now, I'm a fan of quality, not really quantity. And so, because if you focus on quality over quantity, we want quality contacts who have the money. You can talk to a lot of people who just can't afford it. We want the quality clients. And so if you have 100 clients, but only 7 have $100 to purchase your products, as opposed to having 25 clients and 21 of the 25 can purchase the $100 product. So you're really looking for people that are ready to purchase. And they're already buying right now. So when you put out content, it should be quality content. So you'll notice social media is funny. You'll notice it's going to show your stuff to people who they believe will resonate with you and your product. So it depends on your content. So putting out 3 to 7 pieces of irrelevant content is not growing your brand. It's great to have fun. I have fun on TikTok. I imitate pastors and ministers and things like that, but it's still within the brand. The brand is business coach, motivational speaker. So I'm always going to inspire and teach. So everything that I put out is within the brand. If they don't want to be motivated and inspired, and I'm loud and proud, if they don't want business tips, I'm not their people. So my content is not going to resonate with that type of person. So if you put out 1 or 2 pieces of content consistently, marketing your ideal prospects, your ideal audience, is going to grow. And you're going to have quality people that can afford your stuff. So if it were me, I'm going to tell you a business tip. I would not wait till Black Friday to start selling my product. I have Black November. So this liquid collagen, all of November, all of December, right? So people are going to purchase. People are not used to just if they have the money, whether they have the money or not. Let me not say that out loud. They're going to purchase this season, whether we're in a recession, depression, whether the government shut down. You're going to purchase for your children, your loved ones. It's going to happen. So your marketing right now needs to be really strong. It needs to be every day. So in my stories is where I really market more of the product. My feed is usually evergreen. Evergreen means I can post something today. It's going to be relevant a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, right? That's called evergreen. If I post myself going to dinner, that's not going to be relevant a year from now. So I will put that in my stories. So your stories is highlights of your life, your product, your customer testimonies, all the things you want people to see and know about you. I will put that in my stories. Your feed should be your solid marketing, okay? And so Black Friday for me started November 1st. So if I were you, I wouldn't be waiting until the day they say you need to sell your product. So yes, does that make sense? Yes or yes? All right. So that I answer your question. And so you have to look at it like this. We have 55 more days until 2024. You got time to sell a lot of product, but you have to make a lot of connections. Well, this is how you gain really a competitive advantage, by making sure that you are delivering to the exact needs of the customers. And so if I'm marketing, for me, if I'm teaching business skills, I know people want a business or they have a business. Those are the only people watching my page. If somebody doesn't want a business, they want to obviously, have their career someplace else, I'm probably not their people. So I just need you to be honest with yourself, with your brand, with the content, with the marketing. Every single time, your content should be on purpose. So who are you serving? Who are you helping? What is it for? You need to ask all of those questions. Okay, is that good? Okay, perfect. So the other thing that I can tell you also is you should be marketing and branding every single day. I don't understand. You're competing with major brands. So I'm talking, whether it's Target, all of these brands will be marketing for the next 55 days really strong because this is their buying season too. So if I'm a small business owner, I need to make sure that I'm marketing 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm showing up on social media. Now, when I say showing up, my audience works a 9 to 5. I know you're probably like, well, Jerusha, I work a job and I can't show up 3, 4 times a day. But if you watch the broadcast that I did yesterday, I gave you scheduling apps that can schedule your content. So you physically don't have to do it, but there needs to be content going up about what you have, your service, how you're helping somebody else. Yes, there are apps, tons of them. Just Google it. What apps will help you schedule content? You can schedule content for the whole year if you want to. I have a friend, she schedules her content for the whole year. Then I have other people who schedule the content for 30 days. And so I gave you homework yesterday, I think. Just schedule content for 7 days. So you don't have that pressure that nothing is being put out. And then as you go through your day, you put out more content. But at least you know something is being marketed about your stuff. Is that helpful? Yes or yes? Miss Dior is in the building. Hey, Miss Dior. Vivian is in the building. Thank you so much for the love on TikTok. So if this is valuable for you, make sure you're following the page because I go live on Facebook every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and I answer their business questions. So if you're a small business owner, network marketer, direct seller, social retail, affiliate marketing, you're my people. I understand your business. I understand the purpose. And I have over 18 years of experience as an entrepreneur. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. So I don't want you to make all the mistakes I make. Tiara is in the building. I think I got, one more question. So it's 8:29. One more question. How do you reach out to people? That's a good question. That's a longer answer. But the short answer, how do you reach out to people? If someone is loving on my stories, or if someone loves any piece of content, my goal is to connect with that person. So what I do is I go to their page. And so the one thing I understood about social media, you got to engage with the people. And so if you understand the 4 E's of social media, entertain the people, educate the people, empower the people, engage with the people. So once I understood that, I make sure I engage with people that are engaging with me. I don't care if I go and comment some fire emojis. I want them to know I see you. I appreciate you. Because what happens is it's the law of reciprocity. What happens, they say, oh, she's loving on my page. I'm going to go back and love on her page. And so now you have this audience that's growing and loving you and loving your content. So when you get to talk to them in Messenger, because the money is made in Messenger, you're going to talk to them in Messenger, and then you're going to ask great questions. Now, how I can really help you with that, I have a course called the 3-Day Ride. The course registration is open right now. It doesn't start until December 12th, 13th, and 14th. 3 days. It's called the 3-Day Ride, where I help you find your ideal prospects. I grew this account to 150,000 followers in 2 years using these strategies. So I know a thing or two. And so in the 3-Day Ride, I teach you how to have unlimited leads, how to attract the right people, right? How to start conversations and how to convert those conversations. So you can start conversations, but if they're not converting into sales or clients, then you're just talking to people. So the goal is for you to increase your productivity, right? The goal is for you to make more money. And so what I want you to do, if you are looking for something like that, I can help you do hashtag 3-Day Ride, or go to my profile, tap my profile. You will see the link tree. Tap my profile or message me 3-Day Ride. I'll send it to you. I am telling you, I'm taking the registration is open. I'm taking a small group of people that are serious about building their brand and utilizing this tool called social media. Okay. Yes, 3-Day Ride. Put that in the chat and I'll come back and I'll send you the link, but it's also in my profile. I'm happy to help you with that. But yes, you want to start conversations in Messenger. The money is made in Messenger. That's where you build the lasting relationships. Yes, thank you so much. See the people, see the people, see the people. People build the business. People help you become successful. You'll notice, when you're looking at Elon Musk or someone, they just solved a problem for a lot of people. That's all they did. So you just need to be thinking, I need to solve people's problems and I'm going to make a lot of money if that's your goal. So I will see your beautiful faces. Thank you so much. Yes, I was able to walk with you. Facebook. I'm going to continue on TikTok. So if you want to join me on TikTok, that's cool. But I've answered your questions on Facebook every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. to 8:30, right? And so I'm happy. Just put your questions in the chat. So next Wednesday, I will answer your question. If it's a lot of questions, I might answer you privately. But just know your question will get answered. And so, yes, if you want the 3-Day Ride, put 3-Day Ride. Yes, or contact me. I'm happy for you too. Thank you so much. Christine is in the building. So do me a favor, because I don't want to. Okay. Do me a favor, Facebook. Join me over here on TikTok, Instagram. Join me on TikTok. We're going to finish this conversation because we got to talk about the liquid collagen. Because on TikTok, we're doing this thing. We're walking 7,000 to 10,000 steps. We're drinking 1 liter of water. We're taking 1 spoonful in the morning, 1 spoonful at night of this liquid collagen, which is totally different from all the other ones. I'm kind of biased because this is the one I love. So number 5 is my favorite. We have 5 different formulas. Formula 5, energy, stamina, mental focus, and it supports your tendons, your muscles, your ligaments. And so I'm able to walk on this treadmill for a whole hour because I'll finish 30 minutes here with them and still have energy. I'm not going to pass out and I'm on an incline. And so if that's you and you're like, Jerusha, I need some energy. If you are the person that you are forgetful, we want to change that. So yes, just put collagen and I'll be happy to tell you which formula is going to be best for you. But I just started using it a couple of months back. So I tell people I don't have a year or 2 years. A couple of months back, I could tell the difference. And I've been telling everybody collagen accounts for 30% of your body's protein. We stop producing collagen in our 20s. So we need the collagen. And so when I found that out, I asked the doctor, he was like, yes, you're not taking it already. You should have been taking it in your 20s. So people, sometimes we just don't know what we don't know. And so now that I'm educated about it, I'm just telling you, yes, you do need a collagen supplement. I recommend this one. So put collagen. Thank you so much, Christy in the building. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Facebook, join me on TikTok. I'm Jerusha, and I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me, and I'll see you. Thank you too. I appreciate